Mitchell Parker was dragged to his feet by a person on each side of his bound arms. His blindfold prevented him from seeing them or where he was going. He tried to listen to gain his bearings. In the distance, he could hear a car engine and the occasional voice speaking in Chinese, but otherwise the rooms were eerily quiet. Did Sam get away? Mitch felt his heart pounding in his chest. As he was led into another room, he momentarily felt the sun on his face. It was gone just as quickly, and then he was taken downstairs. He wasn't sure what time of the day it was, or whether he was facing east or west. He was pushed down into a chair, the hands releasing him. "Keep your head," Mitch coached himself, remembering his interrogation training. He braced himself, waiting. For several minutes, no one in the room spoke. Someone began to circle the chair, the sounds of heels on the floor echoing. He could feel them only inches from his body. Mitch involuntarily tensed, expecting to feel the impact of a hit. He tried to think of something else, of the team, of jogging, of Charlotte. No, not Charlie. An Asian voice addressed him to his right, making him jump slightly. The male was speaking English. "We can do this one of two ways," the speaker said. "You can either tell me your name, where you are from, and what you are doing near our headquarters, or we can begin the customary process of forcing it from you. We both know that will be tedious, and for you painful, and the end result will be the same. So can I suggest we cut to the chase?" Before Mitch had a chance to reply, he was hit full force in the chest with something that felt like a flat piece of timber. His body wasn't prepared, and the pain was breathtaking. He doubled up in shock, gasping for air, but the two people on either side pulled him upright. "Shall we begin?" the Asian voice continued. Mitch could hardly speak for the effort it took him to breathe. His mind was racing. "What can I tell them?" "Name," the voice rapped out. Mitch tried to think of what they might believe, and he grappled for one of his aliases that were on the system and traceable. "Owen," the words stumbled out. "James Owen." There was a silence. Mitch braced, waiting for the impact, the shock waves coursing through his body. "Company?" His body slumped at not getting the beating he expected. "Innovation Enterprises." Again the silence. He heard one of the men leave the room, his heels tapping on the tiled floor. He's going to check it out, he thought, comforted by the fact that the alias would exist. The last use of the credit card would place him at Washington University earlier in the year when he booked a lab. Mitch could sense someone was still in the room, on the left side of him. He was conscious of his breathing, the rapid increase. He tried to control it, but the silence unnerved him. The next question was issued in a low voice. "Who was the girl?" "A colleague," Mitch answered. "Your name?" The Asian man hissed the same question in his ear. "James Owen." This time the blow came to the side of his face, splitting skin near his eyebrow and striking across the bridge of his nose. Mitch felt the blood pouring down his face. "Who do you work for?" Innovative. Fuck. He had forgotten the company name and the pain that consumed him. His mind froze in fear. "Who do you work for?" the voice snapped. "This is not good," he thought. "He doesn't believe me. We're going to be here for a very long time." "Company name?" "Innovative Enterprises." The words stumbled out of Mitch's mouth as he spat out the blood that pooled in his mouth. "Name," the Asian voice yelled again. This time the blow was to Mitch's right leg. A direct hit to the side and then to the top of his thigh, the instantaneous sharp and shooting pain shutting down his thoughts. "Name," his interrogator demanded. He answered slowly, knowing he would get another beating after his response. "James Owen." Mitch heard the instrument coming towards him, the feel of movement in the air, and he braced. He gasped in pain as it made impact, and he could hear the crack as it felt like his ribs fracturing.